Hi, everybody. Welcome to Bolt from the Blue Tarot. My name is Sam, and we're going to hop straight into your reading. Got a storybook deck here just to get like a general energy for the read, see what's going on. All right, guys. Card number 66. This is Obi-Wan Kenobi on the planet Camino, surveying the clone army he did not order. I've explained this card 2 or 3 times on the channel, so I'll skip that and just say that this card is about being like staying quiet, watchful, and diplomatic. This is about playing your cards close to your chest, and knowing that you have the upper hand, so long as you stay quiet and observant. In scenarios like this, what tends to happen is by staying quiet, you reserve your own power. You conserve your own power and energy, and you allow things to just kind of work out in your favor as you watch and gather information, as you're patient, and you just sort of take stuff in. So once you have more information, the advice is to seek advice from the wise. And, you know, if sometimes this isn't an actual like other person, this is spirit, this is your intuition, this is your own heart. So this is an energy of like wait and see. And then once you have more info, how does it intuitively feel to you? And this is like an informed discernment rather than a prejudgment or an assessment purely based on logic. This is like a feeling things through. Yeah. Okay. That is the general energy. Good to know. All right, we're hopping straight into the tarot. I've got First Occult Tarot here by Robert M. Place. All right, right out of the gate, we have the Ace of Batons, sort of an Ace of Wands equivalent. Temperance, the Universe, kind of like the World, the Hanged Man, Jupiter, Creation, which is sort of a judgment energy, judgment card from the tarot. So the story that is being told here by the cards seems to be advice or guidance for someone who feels like they're spiraling upwards, they're achieving something, but it's not fully coming in. Like with Temperance, so this version of Temperance, she's pouring water into wine to help humanity avoid death or like intoxication, like a disaster. And so my feeling is that someone has achieved like a watered down victory, or they feel like for the effort I have put in here, like this should be playing out. Like things should be going really well, and I don't get what's not aligned here because I'm doing everything right. Is the feeling. My feeling is that the universe has put you in a bit of a holding pattern with this Hanged Man. The universe is trying to get you to see things from a different perspective. There's also a sense here that an aim towards balance, towards sacred calm, like spiritual peace, meditation, etc. Like this is going to put you in a state where you get a different perspective or a new viewpoint on this exoteric creation that you're working on. Like this creation you're birthing into the outer world, this thing that you're producing in the world, this project, this work that you feel should be packing more of a punch. There's no airs. Whatever's happening right now, it's being universally orchestrated. Yeah, I feel like your victory is being tempered by the universe to give you an opportunity to view your creation differently. There's some nuance I'm not getting here. This could have to do with the starting energy of, the framing energy for this reading, which was one of watching and waiting and seeing. It's almost like the universe has hung you upside down here by your leg as the Hanged Man to be like, you did the thing. Now watch. Like, watch this. Like, the universe is like, hold my beer. I don't know why that's the energy I'm getting. Where it's like, okay, now sit down because you're gonna want to be sitting down for this. Check this out. I don't know. Let's see, guys. Let's pull from the Oracle of Destiny. This is a little bit obscured from my view as well. There's an element of surprise here. There's a fun element here. All right, getting some clarification from the Oracle of Destiny. We've got affections, influences, branches. All right, so there's this moment of like, it feels like you're walking out to take your bow for this thing that you've done, and like someone has already shown the audience out of the amphitheater, and you're like, you know that meme where the guy is just standing with his hands on his hips and he's like, what the heck? That's kind of what this feels like. But from affections, influences, and branches, it feels like I can feel someone's frustration about this. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at how you're going to feel when I'm about to say what I'm about to say. But there's a moment here where the universe is like wanting you to fall a little deeper in love with it. Or just like this moment of like, right now, this is just between you and the universe. And my feeling is that it will not always be, you guys. Like, this is going to be a big deal, I think. Possibly. It has that potential. But right now, if you're wondering, like, what do I do with affections, influences, and branches? What I'm getting is like, follow your highest excitement. There's a feeling of like, you will be given inspiration through your highest excitement. Like, if you're wondering, where is the messenger coming in to tell me what step is next? I mean, I guess that's maybe me, but truly what it will be is your highest excitement. And I feel like things are like slowly intensifying in the background. There's something about love influencing the growth of this thing. Heartfelt messages influencing the growth of this creation of yours. Maybe just being more heart driven in what you create. Like, the different strands of messages I'm delivering here about this are the exact same thing. If you follow your highest excitement, that will be based in love. If you're acting from the heart, that will also be your highest excitement. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's an element here of like, there is no danger anywhere in this reading. This is smooth sailing, but it doesn't always look that way from the perspective of the hanged man. When you're like, you know, when you're a kid and you're sitting in a chair all weird and maybe upside down and all the blood is going to your head, and you're like, I don't know how long I should do this. Feels kind of weird. Doesn't feel terrible, but I don't know. It's that kind of energy. That's all I can say. You won't be here forever. Just keep following your highest excitement. And that's the advice, apparently. Okay, no. We can get some advice from the storybook cards. Let's see. All right, so this is Gandalf and Frodo in the long dark of Moria. Frodo says to Gandalf, I wish the ring had never come to me. I wish none of this had happened. And Gandalf says, so do all who live to see such times, but that is not for them to decide. All we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given to us. There are other forces at work in the world, Frodo, besides the will of evil. Bilbo was meant to find the ring, in which case you were also meant to have it. And that is an encouraging thought. So, like I was saying, this whole thing is so positive, so smooth. There's the hand of the divine on this. Like, this is divinely orchestrated. And there's something here about like this thing being destined for you and it not going anywhere. And by that, I do not want you to hear that this is going nowhere. What I mean is, you can't really mess this up. This is your destiny. So, if there is any nuance that can help you here, it's to remember that, or to know that you might feel like, what is working against me here? And it's absolutely nothing. It's just a divine timing thing, right? There's no force actively working against you. There is nothing trying to prevent this from happening. It's just happening at a pace that you might not prefer. It wouldn't be your first choice. So there's a reminder here to check any remainder of victim mentality that you may have kicking around, especially about this thing. Remember that you're not the victim here, right? Like, you're the co-creator of this beautiful creation. Whatever it is, it's good. Like, it's really good. And what can help you shake this victim mentality is the remembrance of fated divine destiny. This reading is coming out to let you know that, like, you're not wrong. This thing is solid gold. There's just an element of, like, the divine needs to stir the pot a little bit to make this like a better meal than you could ever cook up on your own. They can't explain to you what they're doing right now. And I get the sense that it's largely because there's a surprise element that you're going to love, by the way. Or I'm getting like a surprise element that is for your highest good. Let's stick with that. You know that Harry Styles song that goes, it's not the same as it was. That song is playing right now in public where I'm reading. And there's something here about like, in the past, you may have had to like worry and strive and plan and replan and shift and be super resilient and strategize and like this very purposive, like masculine, action-oriented kind of mode of being. And my sense is now you're working from a different place, much more feminine, much more receptive, much more of a co-creator rather than constantly taking the reins. Whatever you're doing, it's a co-creation with spirit. And I mean, when we co-create with the universe, we are the smaller of the two forces, right? We are the one with not the smaller, but the one with the lesser vantage point. We can see a lot less. So there are times when the divine can't necessarily explain all the details of what is going on to you, but just know that things are being worked out behind the scenes that you don't have to worry about. Like, this is all progressing really well. And now is a time of that Obi-Wan on Camino energy of just waiting and see, watching and waiting as things get better and better and better, even if they don't look like they are. They're progressing in the correct direction. Yeah, there's something else from this advice card with Frodo and Gandalf. Remember that you does not decide the fate of the world, right? We just play our own part in it. All we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given to us. So at the moment, you can choose to see this situation as a prison, or you can choose to see this situation as a palace, a playground is what I'm hearing. Yeah. Is it a prison or is it a playground? That's the only thing that you have to decide right now, because that will decide what you do with. And when you decide it's a playground, you can follow your highest excitement with tremendous ease, right? But this is like recess right now. It doesn't last forever. And that's not to put any pressure on you. There's no pressure here at all. It's just like, this time is for you. It's unstructured right now. There's no like major class or event. It's playtime. Yeah. I'm just seeing like, I'm just seeing the universe going like, Tag, you're it. And you're like, I have no idea what the hell is happening right now. And they're like, oh, we're playing tag and you're it. There's sort of an energy of like, oh, we're just playing. Don't worry about it. Like the adults they have a whole schedule for how things are going to go. We're just this is just a fun time. So try to view it like that. Sink into that and have fun when you decide, while you decide what to do with this time that is given to you. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in on the go with me. I will see you in the next video. Take care.